All right, we 2 weeks ago strung up the guitar with the new bridge and a saddle that's roughly the right height. And
this was, of course, after we had added the sister brace and a series of other braces around here, and also around the top of the guitar to try to reduce the amount of distortion that occurred when the guitar was under tension.
So right away when I got the guitar tuned up, I measured the string height at the 15th fret, and I knew it was going to be stupidly tall because the new bridge is twice as tall as the old bridge.
Right.
But the thing that was encouraging was after 2 weeks, it hadn't moved at all. So there was initially this big distortion of the top of the guitar, and it didn't change at all over 2 weeks' time. And that had been our plan, was to see how it was going to hold up, at least for a couple of weeks. So I think I was encouraged by the fact that it didn't continue to move around, but there was still quite a dip in the soundboard.
Yeah, you could definitely see lifting here and a dipping here. And when you looked at the bridge, you could see it tipped towards the sound hole.
Yep.
So we decided that we bought a bridge doctor for this guitar, and we decided that there was no downside other than the fact that we were going to drill a hole in the new saddle, which is no big deal.
Yeah.
Right. To install it and see what the impact of that would have on the height of the strings and the shape of the soundboard.
Oh, my turn again?
Yeah, I thought I'd pass the baton off to you.
So, yeah, we didn't film that, but it's basically just there's a block of wood that attaches to one point on the bridge and pushes up right under the saddle, and then a piece of wood that goes toward the tail block, and you can adjust the tension on that piece of wood to sort of twist the soundboard back into the position you want it to be. And we didn't get too crazy with the amount of tension we put on, but what we did find was after installing that bridge doctor, the string height didn't really change very much, but the contour of the top was not nearly as severely distorted as it had been.
Oh yeah, huge impact on that. The twist in the saddle was or in the bridge was significantly reduced.
Yep.
So I would say from let's reduce the distortion of the top of the guitar, or at least this portion of it standpoint, the bridge doctor was a winner. It definitely improved it. However, what it didn't really do much with was improve the height of the strings from the fingerboard. Ever so slightly, but not very
maybe
much.
1/64 of an inch.
Which made us wonder whether or not if the string tension was causing the neck to fulcrum and compress the guitar along this area, and that was the reason for the change or the distortion in the string height. So it originally thought maybe we would put either a scissor jack or a wedge or something between the back and the top of the guitar and put it under tension after we had done that to see what would happen if we could resist the compression of the guitar. However, just on a lark, we took the tension off the strings except for the octave.
Yeah, the one
E.
I had to measure.
Right. And we remeasured the strings, and the results were unchanged. So whatever distortion or slope that's going on in the neck to the body is fixed. It is not, or it does not appear to be subject to the loads of the strings on the guitar. So it means that there isn't a whole heck of a lot we can do to resist the sloping of the neck from a standpoint of stiffening the upper section of the
Yeah, it's not that
soundboard.
it's flexing right
Yeah,
at the
right.
14th
Yeah,
fret.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just,
Just
it's an old top and
it's
distorted.
distorted, and that's what we've got.
And so I think our next recourse is to just do a neck reset.
Yes, which we had fully planned on
Yeah.
doing in the first place, but we really just wanted to try to do everything we could to keep the guitar from continuing to distort once the new neck angle was established. So, and it looks like this is what we've got.
Mm-hmm.
So, so now we're gonna go through the process of doing the math. Gary does that on what the new angle will be, and then we'll remove the neck and
Start shaving.
start shaving to come up with the new angle. And
Yeah, and I think we'll do the calculation using maybe even a little bit taller of a saddle than that, so
Yeah.
that in the future,
there's
more
more
room.
room for them to adjust if necessary.
right, without having to shave the top of the bridge.
Right.
But I'm feeling optimistic that this isn't going to distort 10 years from now. I think we've done so much to shore it up that I hope it'll stay this way a long time.
Yes, I hope so too.